I'm gonna take some gummies tonight. Yes.
That totally went through the mic.
But they can't hear anything. I got it to your intro.
No. The intro, the mic's not muted on that one. On the timer one, it is. So she was talking about gummy bears, not gummies, but they're gummy bears. Like everybody likes a gummy bear, right?
Right on.
Hello, soul visitor. How are you? We are.
Show yourself.
Oh, it's Serendipity. Serendipity, darling. You know Janice, my good friend Janice, on this wonderful can your broken foot? Janice has a broken foot. So. Oh my God.
Can you imagine I got stuck down there?
So much fun. Serendipity says, hello, Janice. Hello, Janice.
Oh, I need to stretch.
So we got 3 people. Happy.
I'm 51. I like to kick and stretch.
I like to kick and stretch. So I actually, she is an OT, Sarah.
Oh yeah.
I got my ass kicked today with the Hutches. I was over at, I was over at Fitness Hutch. He does my time. It's 2:00 in the UK. It's actually much later when he does. I think it's like 7:00 their time, 5-hour difference. Yeah. So I did a workout with him, but yesterday I did kettlebells. Look at these guns.
Zoinks.
Look at the guns. Look, I'm gonna hurt somebody. Serendipity. She actually broke it playing basketball
from Zumba. But it was that same thing. I just rolled my ankle. I didn't think anything of it, but I guess at my age, rolling your ankle, it does more damage. Just those little things do much more damage.
I sneeze and hurt things. It's really terrible. So, we got 7 people in. I like to give you a few minutes to everybody line up. So you know the drill. Tonight's all about you guys, or if you want readings for yourself, recommended donation is $5, £5, $5 dollars, 5 rupees. I don't know what a 5 rupee turns into, but
oh snap!
Who's that on Facebook?
Facebook user, show yourself.
We have to.
So there's, I know there's an option with StreamYard where you have to give them permission to show who you are. Usually, if you don't feel comfortable, just put your name in the comment.
I don't know who it is. Oh, it's Stephen Rainbow. Stephen, you are my favorite of all time. You are one of the funniest people I know. So Stephen Rainbow is, I don't even know how I met him.
Are you in a boot? I'm supposed to be.
I have show him the shoes you're in.
I have kinesio tape on it right now. I got to tell you, the kinesio
tape.
Kinesio, like kinesiology.
These are the shoes that did it to her.
But they're so they're the only thing that feel good.
They're so comfortable until you break your foot.
Yeah,
I'm taking the piss.
Well, I was wearing them when I rolled the ankle, but I mean, for now, they're the most comfortable thing. They're a nice flat. So it gives that same sort of sense of a boot, to be quite honest, because I just need something very flat. I can't wear a shoe that toe offs. If anybody,
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
So when you walk, you strike your heel first, and then you go off your toe. I have to walk very Frankenstein, like, like that.
Always, or just now?
No, for now, with the break, because that's what a boot is basically doing. The boot, because I don't need a boot to support my ankle. My ankle's totally fine. The break in my foot is middle of my foot. So I can't. So this is your foot. This is your foot. This is your foot on drugs. Now, so this is your foot. And when you, so we're going to have a little lesson, y'all, a little gait lesson. So when you walk, you strike with your heel first, then you go to your toe, and then you push off your toe to take the next step. So I can't, if I do that, it hurts, and obviously is going to keep it from healing. So in wearing a boot or my pillow slides are like this thick. It's kind of like wearing platform flip-flops. So it keeps the foot straight. So when I take a step, I'm not striking with my heel. I'm just lifting, and you guys get it. Pod shoes.
Pod shoes. Like pod people from...
I don't know. I know they call these pillow slides.
Cloud slippers.
Or cloud slippers. I got them at Amazon. Put it on your Amazon store. Actually, I heard the other day they have them at Costco now.
Ooh, I like
yeah,
that.
They do. They have them at Costco.
So Janice is over here. We actually, believe it or not, I mean, it's a bazillion degrees here in New Jersey, but we have a fire pit going on in the back. I have these wonderful adopted sons that are doing yard work and hanging out while my son is at band practice. I lost my shit yesterday. I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, I'm still in this mental health weirdness. But there will be an end. I have good friends.
I mean, is there something going on like a Mercury in retrograde sort of situation?
I don't know, but I just put my sweaty armpit on your shoulder.
Delish.
So
save that for later.
Yeah. Talk about integrating energies.
Because I feel like a lot of people are kind of going through it right now.
Look it up. See on your phone if we're Mercury.
No, I'm not looking at my phone.
Okay, don't look at your phone.
I'm being in the moment.
So I am go. This is a little experiment tonight, guys. So
full moon in Capricorn, lots of retrograde. I just feel like a lot of people have been saying, you know, everybody's kind of going through it. You can just feel. You know where I know it is when
I've been doing it for 2 years though.
Right. But I always know this something's up when people start posting on Facebook. Can't sleep. I'm up, guys. Who's up? I'm like, okay, nobody's sleeping. Something's up.
Yeah. So I'm doing a few things to kind of correct that. So the one thing, I'm not reaching out to my friends. My friends are reaching out to me. But I cleaned the shit out of my house. I did an energetic cleaning in the house. Those of you that don't know what this is, there's a book by Scott Cunningham. It's called The Magical Household. It's available through Llewellyn, the Llewellyn Publishing Company. I should have put a link in the description. He tells you basically how to energetically clean your house and do some protection rituals and little protection spells. Such a great book. It's worn thin at my house. I think I have duct tape on the spine, but I did an energetic cleaning upstairs. I have made some plans. The she shed is going to be a he shed. It is not transitioning. It's just going to be a he shed. I am giving the she shed to Greg, and I am going to take over the other half of the basement because I'm in his half of the basement. So I'm going to take over the other half. I'm going to put my studio and my office in there. I'm on vacation, not this week, next week. So we're gonna have a whole new studio. Hopefully it may not be great at first, but we're gonna work on it. This way it can have the benefits of electricity and air conditioning.
So they're having a staycation. So put in the comments, how many of you guys love a staycation?
Staycation, who loves it? So that's one thing I did. I cleaned up the upstairs. I feel much better. I'm more energetically settled. I cleaned up the bedroom, burned a little bit of dragon's blood in there because Greg and I are both off tomorrow. So make it a little late night energetic integration with my husband. Sorry, I'm going there. I went there. I said it. You know, my husband's hot. Janice knows. He never shows his face on here. If you go to my community page, you can actually see his face. There's one picture.
He's like that perfect guy. It's like the tall, brooding, you know.
He's not brooding. He's just quiet. You don't know what's going on. He could freak out or he could give you a kiss. You don't know what's going to happen. Just don't wake him up too early. If the sun is up, Greg is not awake. So yeah. So, Deborah, I was going to ask you a question too, honey. So we're going to do some things there, but you know, sometimes we all go through mental health nonsense, and I'm going through it right now. However, when you're a psychic and when you're working with other people's energies and you're advising other people, when you do readings, you do absorb a lot of their energy. It is an energetic exchange, just like I was saying with Janice and with my husband and my kids. And you know, your energetic field is about 6 feet out from you. So anyone that you're around, you're going to be either poisoning them with your energy or benefiting from their energy, those kinds of things. You know, energy vampires are absolutely real. I'm just moving this a little bit.
Well, also in my field of work as an OT, PT's massage therapists, you know, you're especially because we're so, if you're working hands-on with people, I used to always say, I feel like I'm taking in people's pain all day.
Yeah, and you
know?
are. You should be absolutely grounding yourself. One of the things, and I tell my students this after I do, a series of readings, after I do these lives, I will, go barefoot on the ground. I'm actually barefoot right now. And I will discharge that energy back into the earth. So, but that being said, I will survive this. I'm a pretty tough cookie. But that's one of the things that surprises me when I have these breakdowns like this. Not that I have them often, but I'm an incredibly strong person, and so when I break, like I've really been put under a lot of pressure. So, Serendipity. Yes, she's a retired nurse.
Oh, there you
she
go.
Knows, and she's a sensitive. She's one of us. So one of the things that I did do, we have all talked about the Crowley Thoth Tarot. I can never say Thoth.
All I want
Thoth.
is my
It's actually
front
Thoth.
teeth.
I'm supposed to say Thoth, and like I struggle with it. But so the Crowley book on Thoth is like reading stereo instructions. It's pretty intense. However, there is a book by a gentleman, and I will give you his name in just a second. Oh, I hear the men coming in the house.
The men are here. So yeah, Serendipity. What kind of nurse were you? What setting did you work in? Just curious.
So wait, I'm gonna back you up. She'll answer in a second. So the book is by Duquette, Duquette. Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. And it's probably the most comprehensive understanding of this tarot that there is. And one of the, and I'm actually rereading it. I'm going through it again. One of the things that he says is, with this deck is so powerful that you should only read 3 cards at a time. It's going to give you the answer in the 3 cards. So we can do that. Deborah, I'm going to hit you up, but we're going to look at the comments real quick. Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Husband is wonderful. It doesn't believe the thing related to it. Do you think that's why it's a struggle to focus on my cards? Let's find out. So hang on. Deborah, if I'm just scooting up for a second, because I think, Deborah, you had a question, but if you have a question, go ahead. Post them in there. Guys, I'm not doing this to squeeze your wallets. I'm doing this because I'm trying to help all y'all. So, and Deborah, I was going to say, if you want to come on, if you want me to invite you on and you can do readings with us, I'll switch over to one of the other decks and make it a little easier on you. So Deborah is one of my students and she's fantastic. You don't have to show your face. You can go on as an avatar. That's totally fine. All right. So here we go. Beverly, darling. So we're going to do a 3-card reading of what you want, what you need, and what you get. We're going to see how this 3-card reading works. And I think he's right about this, Duquette. I think he's right, because if I read with this deck too intensely, I'm shot. What you want, what you need, and what you get. Oh, I didn't even pull this up. Is what bright?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it wasn't pulled up. I do that every time. It's kind of like it's part of my brand. All right. So what we want, what we need, what we get. What we want is emotional cooperation. So, and I can tell you this, like, Greg is a man of science. He was not, he liked weird stuff like Ghostbusters and, spooky stuff and Halloween, but he was not a believer in events happening and things making noise and messages from beyond. He thought that the cards were just kind of a parlor trick and you just happen
Chance.
to know you just happen to know the answers. It wasn't until he really started to hang out while Alicia and I were doing uh, dueling tarot, which is coming back. Don't worry, guys, we are coming back. Don't worry. Um, he's hung out down here and he was kind of amazed at how we kind of got the same cards, how the same issues would pull the same cards. And he goes, having 78 cards, that's really unusual to, like, just the odds are not there. Like, his math kicked in. He was like, the odds are not there. Like that. And then you throw in the uprights and the reverses and the sideways. And he goes, it's just not really possible. There's something to this. And he also noticed that, I don't read the cards the same way all the time. Like, sometimes I will say, I'll get a variation. Like when I do my reversal class, like the cards aren't just upright and reverse. Like they actually turn around on a spectrum. So, he noticed that as well. So what you really want, Beverly, is you want this deep understanding, this deep connection for your husband to meet the esoteric and the ethereal and really kind of understand it at a what am I trying to say? A genetic level, the way that you do. And that is an ideal. That is an ideal. What you want, what you need is more understanding, more physical understanding for him to really get into it. So again, for Greg actually had an event himself. He actually had a visitation. That was part of it. That continues in our house. We do have a dearly departed who makes noises. Janice, you've I think I talked about it in my last live where the apple went over an orange. And
You know what? Maybe he had something to do with my foot.
he might have pushed you. You pushed me down the stairs. So Greg really did need to see some of the proof in order to do that. And I think that your husband is the same way. I think he does need to see some of the proof. Also, what I do here is not necessarily magical. Some people think that it's very magical, but this is just me being able to tap into how people are feeling, how people are relating, their stronger emotions, their stronger intents. I can kind of peel away all those pieces of the onion and see underneath. That is a hard sell for somebody like your husband. But if you go back to the basics and one of the things I would recommend CRV is that's one of the things that Greg was much more open to because it is a scientific reporting format. The way, and I did that with Lori Williams through Intuitive Specialist. There's a number of courses that you can take. I took the first course. I want to take the second course in person in their in person. It's in New Mexico. So eventually I will take the time off and go because I really would love to meet her. She does a lot of lives where you can interact with her. She's really just the sweetest person on earth. So something like that may appeal more so to your husband because the 5 of Pentacles or the 5 of Discs in this desk really tells us that we need proof and we need more factual things. So there's the movie Third Eye Spies. I think it's on Netflix. I think you can see it on Netflix or you can get it on Amazon Video, I think, as well. But Third Eye Spies is all about, I can't remember if there's a number of them, but there's Lynn Buchanan, Russell Targ. There's a number of people that have done movies and all kinds of cool stuff. They have Uri Geller. If you're of an age, you know who Uri Geller was. Remember Uri Geller? He's on That's Incredible, and he'd like bend spoons. Like, so cool.
Yeah.
I think he's Israeli. Still hot. Still a good looking guy in most of these. But he was involved at one point. Very, very, very scientific approach to esoteric and psychic ability. So something like that would be really ideal. And then what you get at the end of it all is we do get this new beginning, this opening of doors and an enlightenment. When the Ace of Swords is really a card of enlightenment. You can see whenever there's a crown, it's always enlightenment. It's always illumination. Swords are our intellect, expanding our horizons. I think if it was presented more to him like that, then he would be more willing to consider it. You know, it's when people think of psychics, and I met this great guy, Rick, and I shared him a couple of times. I shared his live today. I met him through the Hutches, and he's super, super really warm kind of light that comes off of him. I'm really excited. We're going to do a live together because he's just starting to scale his channel. So I promised him I would do a live to help out his channel and get to know him. And one of the things I wanted to discuss with him is mediumship, because he does do mediumship. Now, we all know the Meghan and Harry thing. Now, Meghan's claiming that she's in contact with the beyond.
She's probably saying she's talking to Diana.
She is.
Oh, I can't with her.
She is. And she says that everything her and Harry are doing is great because it's going so well. So, that kind of event, that kind of news, that kind of PR is really detrimental to people that actually work as mediums. And then, you also have the shysters out there who go around and they say, well, I will contact your dead mother-in-law for $1,000 and find out where she put the pearl necklace. And that's just crazy. I even have friends that have gone to some of these, and I've talked about this on my live before. They make spells for them, and they have to do like all these bizarro things. And it's like, here's a jug of water and give me $250, and you have to take it to the river and throw it away and don't look behind you. Like weird shit out there. Like I said, shit. I'm trying not to curse on my channel, but yeah. So there's definitely a weird understanding of psychics and psychic ability and mediumship. And it's a tough pill to swallow with some of the more sciencey people. My own parents, I don't know if they believe in it. My mother's psychic. She won't admit it. I don't care if she's watching. She is psychic. She won't admit it. She's freaked out. But, my dad is a dyed-in-the-wool capitalist. And, he's like, hey, if you can make a living at it, go do it, like it's cool. He was like, I'll buy you a trailer, put it at the end of the driveway. I was like, I didn't want a trailer at the end of the driveway, but I got a shed, but I don't have a shed anymore. So my husband has a shed. I bought my husband a shed.
Now it's a man shed.
It's a man shed.
Beverly, I would recommend, because he is a man of science, to only speak in this world with science talks. Use the word energy, vibration. There's no denying unexplained electrical energy. And you could just use just say to him, oh, when I stroke your arm like this, don't you feel like an energy? There's
science is, Greg would explain that away. He'd be like, well, the capillaries and the nerve ending.
Okay, but that's energy. I mean, listen, I'm I could get into the anatomy and everything, but it is science, but it is energy. We could say this cellular processes, everything, it's energy. So using those words, vibration, maybe that will get through to him more if you use sort of that sciencey talk.
Possibly.
But
so Sari, I'm gonna throw some cards for you, honey bunny, because I haven't done a reading for you in a while. And then Deborah, I'm gonna throw some cards for you. Yesenia, I see you. Amanda, I see you. Amanda, it's hot as blazes up here in New Jersey. I'm sweating. So let's do Sari. We're gonna do again. And let me know in the comments what you think of this Crowley tarot, because I kind of fell into it, and I'm like, I kind of dig this again. I loved this deck years ago. I felt like it was a little hard, but now that I'm going to do like condensed readings with it, I think I feel a little bit like it's not going to take control quite so much. So Hangman in reverse, Lust in reverse, and then the Two of Cups in reverse. So what you need, what you want, what you need, what you get. So what you want is you want to turn away. You want to turn away. You don't want to see what's happening, even in the pool below you that you're suspended over. Because remember, this is our Odin on the traditional deck. This is Odin in the tree hanging. It's also the Buddha. It's also a lot of different things, but it's looking into that pool, the reflection that's below us, and getting insight and perception. You don't want to at this point. Okay. You don't want to get that perception. And we have the lust card in reverse, which is our strength card. This is, we're talking about being strong. You need to lean into what is happening. You need to lean into what's happening. And what you get is that Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is coming apart and separation. So and I know what this is about. So we could talk about this more in text message if you'd like. So but I'm going to pull an energy card for you, sweetie pie. I'm going to get a raise your vibration card for you, because we can do that. We can add different decks. Let's add a different deck. Let me get this out for my sweet Sari, and I'm going to knock my microphone across the room. My breath connects me to life. Okay. So keep breathing. Keep breathing, my love. Okay. I know what you're going through. So keep breathing, sweetie pie. All right. Anybody wants one of those energy cards? I got plenty of them. I got plenty of them to go out. So let's do a little Deborah. My Deborah darling, where are you? Oh, Sari. Oh, wait. Sari put a question up. All right. So let me do this. Here, we're going to do that. That one was a general. I'm going to do another one for you, and this will be your spine surgery. Okay. Feelings about this surgery. Do not put another tip in there, my love. Just having you here.
Sari, is this all surgeries by the same surgeon?
I don't think so. I think they're quite a bit of time apart. What you want, what you need, what you get. Hey, this looks good. Okay, this looks really good. So what you want is you want to be done with the emotion on this. You want to be done being troubled by the pain and the emotional component that comes along with that. When we have the 10 of Cups upright as being happy at home, being happy in your body, being safe, comfortable, etc. When we go into reverse, this is about being disordered about how you feel about everything. It's kind of affected the entire everything that the light of the sun lands on. It's like everything, this becomes the center of the universe. The pain becomes the center of the universe, and I can actually kind of feel it. I can feel it's just not moving. What you need is our Queen of Wands here. This is great. So this is the surgeon that comes into play. And the surgeon in this case is not a woman. It doesn't have to be a woman. But what it is, it's someone who is constantly learning their craft. This isn't a doctor that got their degree, set up their practice, is kind of humming along and just doing business as usual and collecting checks from the insurance company. This is somebody who keeps learning and who's going to take that MRI or take the X-ray or take the data from the client or the patient, sorry, not client, and go do some research on it. Really is going to look at other cases that are similar, look at all the outcomes, and really weighing that information. So this, I think, is a good thing. This is also somebody who gets to the finish line very quickly, who finds the solution to the problem, not only through their research, but through their actions. So this is great. Outcome couldn't be any better. That is our magician, the Magus. And I've told you guys about that. And also this deck, I put a link to it. And hi, one of my other children is here. One of my adopted children is here. Is that door closed upstairs? The one up the top of the stairs? Okay, thank you. So this deck had three Magus paintings. Frida Harris, who did the paintings, commissioned the paintings for this for Aleister Crowley. She did 3 different magicians, Magus. I think they couldn't decide. There's a lot of rumors on the internet about, whether they were the 3 wise men who came, all sorts of stuff. But essentially, I think the problem was that there was a hard decision between the 3, how they wanted the magician to be depicted. But the magician, this is a new start. This is someone who is now equipped with all of the faculties and all of the mobility that they need to move forward. So I think that this is going to work. I think we've got a cracker of a doctor here who's going to get in there. If this one is not the one who is doing a lot of research and looking into a lot of things, then I would find the one that does, because this really, if this is the need card, this is what we need. We need somebody who is still pursuing being an expert at their craft. So I think this looks good, honey bunny. I think you will get a little bit of relief from this. I think that's a good thing. Thank you so much for your donation, though.
Let us know how that goes. I'd be very interested.
So let's go back up here. I'm Deborah. I'm forcing a reading. Oh, I don't want to I have no extra funds. No one has any extra funds. Welcome to This America. So here we got Deborah. Deborah, I am going to pull 3 of these cards and let me know what you think of this deck and this kind of reading, guys. So, like I said, I worked out. I did kettlebells yesterday, and I'm very, very seriously attending to. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm working out, trying to get out of this mental health nonsense, fogaronius. So I did kettlebells yesterday, and then I worked out with the Fitness Hutch today at 2:00 our time, New York time, and it was great. He had me jumping all over the room, doing jump squats. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Sloppy shuffle. So, while
I'm mad at myself because
while Janice is getting the card, I'll do our sloppy shuffle. Yeah. I love that sloppy shuffle.
Wait, I just want to see what card it is.
Oh, okay. You check it out.
Ironic.
What is it? Oh, 7 of discs. You know what though? The 7 of pentacles.
Just because I was juggling and then it hit the floor, so I.
The 7 of pentacles is.
I was like
review. So in this deck, it's just a little bit different with that big failure on the bottom of it. It's not.
Yeah,
not always
hurt.
failure.
That hurt.
It's not always failure. So Deborah, what do you need to know? What is going to make your holiday awesome? Oh, mommy. Oh, okay. So I'm going to get back to our comments over here. So what you need, what you want, what you get. Okay. So what you need is to take better care. So the Empress card is not only about taking care and nurturing and making sure that everything is whole and sound, but it's also about producing more beautiful things. So this can be as simple as what I did. I kind of rearranged, I decluttered some surfaces, I added some neat things. I moved some of my husband's decorative stuff around. I told him we have a whole bunch of decorative swords. I'm like, we got to get these things hung. We've been in the house for 7 years. Like, we got to hang them up. So I found some spaces for those. We're going to do those over there. He's on vacation right now, so we're going to do those over the next few days. So, this can be beautifying yourself. It can be cutting out some time and giving yourself a foot scrub, giving yourself a facial, that kind of thing. But this is, what did I say? What you want, what you need, what you get, what you need, what you want, what you get. Which way did I say it?
What you want, what you need, what you get.
Okay. So this is what you want to do. Okay. I think it's a good plan. What
you need.
What you need. Is that
what you need? Give me what you need.
All right, you gotta help me keep this straight. So this is the 8 of Cups. So what is the 8 of Cups about? In the traditional Rider-Waite, it is the gentleman who's walking towards the mountain. He's walking away from the cups. They're all upright. I think one is spilled, and he's going away from what he has to what he could have, to what he could discover. So in this deck, you can see there's water flow only from some of the cups. So what this tells us is some of our emotional outlets are dead ends. We have to figure out what is serving us best. Now, keep in mind, this is a deck that's based on the Golden Dawn. Do what that will shall be the whole of the law. So this is about doing what is best for yourself within reason. I'm not telling anybody to go out and do anything crazy, and I'm not a practitioner of Golden Dawn. I'm not one of them. I don't know enough about it to like really speak at length about it, but yet I'm using the deck. So this is about finding what serves you best and pruning what doesn't serve you from your life, because the water flow will become richer from those other cups that do serve you well. So that's really what we need to focus on. Now, what you get, we get 5 of Wands. You're going to overtask yourself. So don't do that this weekend. This is a warning card for you that you're going to wind up cleaning your house the whole weekend, or running around doing errands, or doing stuff for other people. Cut that out. Make sure that you cut off the outlets that are sapping your energy and sapping your time and sapping what should be paid back to yourself. So we have a financial counselor that we don't listen to, and he's great. Don't listen to him. And one of the things that he says is, when you get paid, don't pay your bills. Pay yourself. Pay your future self first. He wants us to feed the pig and put our money into savings. Now, the reality is that, and all of us do this, all of us chump out like this. We wind up paying our bills first. We buy groceries first. We get that new pair of shoes. We do whatever. We go get our nails done. Janice and I were just talking about that. So, this is about paying your future self, Deborah. This is about taking the time and paying into your future self and honoring that future self and investing in your future self, so that you're not scrambling around like some of us do. I mean, I do it. I'm an A-type personality. I scramble around all over the place. I'm like a lunatic. But my advice to you, and we're going to pull one more card. Oh, I'm playing games here. And what we get? Prince of Swords, but he was upside down when I pulled him out. So that's mental stress. That's just your mind's going in way too many directions. So we don't want to do that. So definitely prune the avenues of energy that you can. Reserve your energy. This is about saving. And just kind of trying to keep to yourself. Sally, are you still on? I'm going to do a reading for your sister. You can tell your sister I did a reading for her. Let's get 3 cards for her. What you want, what you need, what you get. They're in reverse alphabetical.
WNG.
Reverse alphabetical order. All right, this is for Sally's sister. Why is Sally's sister not sleeping? That is a tongue twister.
Sally fitter than sleeping.
It's a good thing I don't have my Invisalign in. So, all right. So what she wants like ultimate happiness. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is our wish card. That gives us everything we want. It opens up the universe. We are flowing. We have everything that we need. I'm going to even move my little rose quartz over there. So this is about having it all and having no worries. Now, does anybody really have a life that is completely devoid of worries? No, nobody does. Everyone's worried about stuff. Bill Gates is worried about stuff. Elon Musk is worried about stuff. It's not about, well, maybe like Carly Kloss has it all. Like she's really smart and really beautiful, and I love her. I love her. That's what my cousin's wife looks like. She looks like Carly Kloss. So having it all sometimes, and it's when we're in a bad economy, it really is hard to reconcile this, because a lot of the time when we're in a bad economy, it's like, oh, if I just had an extra $100,000, things could be so much easier. But the things that enrich our lives, and this is one of the things that Janice and I were talking about. I was talking to my girlfriend Deanna about it. One of the things for me making the transition from having 2 jobs, having 1 job, it's very hard, because you do look at those numbers, and numbers don't lie. Data is data. So it gets a little scary when you go, maybe I'll just become a full-time content producer. Sometimes it's a little scary to do that, but it's not necessarily the answer to everything, having money. Sometimes family is our the riches that we have. My girlfriend Kathy, one of my other tribes women that
I haven't seen her in a while.
I know she's been busy with her dad. She's all over the place, and she still has time to have fun. She's great. She posted something, and she said, your home, it was something written on a chalkboard, and it was, your home is a dream for a homeless person. Your children that are driving you nuts are, the dream for someone who can't have children. Mm-hmm. So the things that we have, really, we have to be, and that was something that I did yesterday. We have a gratitude journal in our house. It was given to us by our mortgage broker when we closed on the house. It was really a sweet gift. He gave us a bunch of things. And I realized it was on the bottom of the stack of books on one of our tables. So I put it on the front table, and I want everybody, when they come over, to write something they're grateful about, not just for us, So Janice wrote in it. Did you write it?
I did.
Oh, good. Janice wrote in it. So, and it was funny because Janice was like, I said,
I thought it was for the family because you told your son to do it. So I thought it was.
I go, you got mentioned in
like
yesterday's.
A family thing.
So, but Janice is like family, so don't let her kid you. Don't let her kid you. She's been here for Thanksgiving. So this abundance, having really great things is something that she wants. Now, what she needs is to find that heart. And that's why I went into this whole gratitude thing, because we have the Queen of Cups here. She needs to find that heart, and she needs to find the happiness within to be more settled. So I'm not saying, this is like keeping her up at night, but it maybe was part of the influence of her being awake during all of this retrograde and all this craziness that's going on astrologically. So what she gets is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune, abundance is a state of mind. And this is right back to our Joe Dispenza and the meditations that I always tell everybody to get. Joe Dispenza wants you to practice the emotion of abundance and gratitude in his meditations. So all day long, we can have the mantra of you're ugly, you're not good enough, you're stupid, you're not really good at this, you're not worth a raise. What else? You're not worth getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I'm not a good dog owner. Like, you can have all of these thoughts in your head, and they not, we have mental disorders where we're just like repeating thoughts, but we have these repeating thoughts and we hear them all the time. One of the things was that when I was in school, now I'm a fiction writer, you guys all know that. When I was in school, I wanted to get my master's, my PhD, and then I wanted to teach college, so I had time to write. And my mother constantly told me, you will never make any money writing. You will never make any money writing. I can say it like exactly. That's the same cadence that she would say it. She would say it all the time. And it became a truth for me. So now I have 7 novels written. None of them are published. Soon you may get some, but they do need to be cleaned up. I have a tarot book written. And by the way, my tarot book, my major arcana book, I'm just waiting for release to use the Rider Waite illustrations. I had to apply for release for that. It is part of the fair use, but US Games does ask that you give them a request, a formalized request. So just waiting for that to come back. As soon as that comes back, I can launch. We'll do a book launch. Don't worry. It'll be fun. A little cocktail party online. So when this Wheel of Fortune goes into reverse, that is all things are kind of conflicting. And we're not living in that practiced abundance, practiced gratitude. We're living in the mantra of poor living. So that is really what happens. She has to stop looking without and looking at the things that she wants versus the things that she has. So I have another friend, Rich, who's always like, fix up the shit you have and you'll be happy. And that's absolutely right. Recover a couch, recover a chair. You might be really happy with it. You don't need to buy a new one. So this is kind of what's going on. So like the mindset is a little off center for her. And I think it's something that kind of carries over, and it was interfering with the sleep a little. So hope that wasn't too forward for me to do a reading for her. So let's see who else is here. Carolina Mai. So we're going to scroll down. Scrolling. Serendipity is actually a healer too. So she's going to send you some healing. Exactly, Amanda. Good things happen to good people. Let's throw you some cards, Amanda, dear.
She needs to meet my ex-husband.
But again, it's mindset. It's not necessarily like there are lots of crappy people out there. I can't say his name, but that producer who had relations with a lot of different actresses got a ton of money.
Yeah.
He had a great gig going for a while, like I'm not saying what he did was great, but he was living the glamorous life, not to quote Sheila E.
Yeah.
So it's the mindset. If you believe it, you can get there. If you
how many times you've met someone and you're like, this guy really believes his own BS.
Yeah. And it works. So Amanda, let's throw some cards for you, baby. And what do you guys think of this? Shout it out in the comments. Like these 3-card readings are pretty cool. I'm digging them. Let's see what's going on with Amanda. Oh, we got the Hangman. And we got the 5 of Cups. So what you need, or what you want is to see things from a different perspective. Again, we've got that Hangman here. And this, I'm getting a strong sense that it's a recovery thing. When we get the Hangman, it can also be recovering from a certain mindset or certain way of being. It could be recovering from like a mental injury, not a physical injury, but something that is more thinking based. That's the Hangman is always kind of stuck in his own head, and this is trying to break out of a certain way of thinking. Okay, so what we want is to break out of this set of thinking. And then what we need is to leap over the disappointment. Okay. So the 5 of Cups is about being disappointed with the way things are instead of looking to the future and kind of pulling that future to you. And then we have the Star. This is what we get. we get that pulling of things, good things to us. You really need to focus on that energy and pulling all of that to you. Stop focusing on the present. You have to live in the future. And I never tell people this. I never tell them, go live in the future, because the future is riddled with anxiety because you don't know what's going to happen. Past is riddled with depression.
Mm-hmm.
The present, you can kind of go either way here. So don't look at the present as the disappointment. Look at the possibility moving into the future, that this possibility is in our future. The star card is about good things to come, but we need to get them here. Sometimes they're not ready to come to us just yet. So that may be coming toward you, but you have to not dwell in this, because the good things aren't going to want to come to sour soil. We want to bring good things into rich soil. So we need to create that environment through meditation. Definitely, I think we've talked about Joe Dispenza in our private readings, you and I would get that manifesting new beginnings, new things. Get that manifesting. It's you can get it on Audible, $7, $10. What is it? You do it every night. It is going to change your world. It is absolutely the pineal gland exercise that I did with him leveled up my psychic ability to the point where I had to stop doing it. Like I was doing it like once a week.
I want to hear
And
more
I was
about
like,
that.
I got to dial this back a little bit. Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay.
He has you breathe in and push all of the energy up your spine into your pineal gland, and it activates all of this psychic ability. And it's just like you're just on fire for like hours after it. So Amanda, pull that future to you. When you meditate, honey, I want you to actually feel the joy of getting that gift that you want, that number one thing that you want. I want you to actually feel the joy of that. Feel it in your hands. Feel it in your belly. Feel it. Feel what that's going to feel like. It's going to come. It's going to come to you. It's just, we have to create the environment for it to get here. All right. So you know what I'm talking about. You can text message me if you want to talk about it a little bit more, but I feel it. Okay. So there we go. So, Serendipity says, I love the NP in that. What's an NP?
Nurse practitioner?
Nurse practitioner. Okay, thank you. This guy has such a great reputation. Good. Right, excellent, darling.
Okay. We're sending you good vibes.
And Deborah said, I'm good. I'd rather watch this second. This deck is intimidating. It is a PhD in tarot reading. It really is. Oh, here, and this is cute. Serendipity's husband was an intellectual and doctor. He was shocked when he first met her because of her gifts. But he's it's selenite. I love my selenite. I have my Alicia Wicker selenite right here, and I absolutely love it. It's her crystals are sound cleansed. They come quite awesome. You're very welcome, darling. Prima, hello, my darling. Happy Insurrection Day to us, right? I watched The Patriot over I guess it was Saturday morning.
Mel Gibson?
With Mel Gibson. I cried through the whole thing. Greg came in, he was like, "What now?" And I was like,
I would be crying because of Heath Ledger.
I know. I forgot he was in it. And I was almost like, oh. But Greg came in and I was crying. He thought I was like upset about my life. And I was like, oh, I'm watching The Patriot. And no. So I was like, Lucius Malfoy is so mean. So, you know what? Serendipity, it hurts my heart that they're charlatans too. I mean, I have a friend who lost a child, and they go to grief groups, and he was the one who kind of reached out to me, and he was like, are these people for real? Like, how do they find us? And I said, they find you through the obits, unfortunately. And he said, they tell these grieving parents of young children, toddlers.
They
and
prey on them like
they
that?
do. They prey
Oh,
on them,
that's
and they tell them
horrible.
for thousands of dollars they can contact their children. And I like my skin crawls, but I know if anything ever happened to anybody, God forbid.
It's like when I was getting divorced and all the MLM chicks were coming at me. I have a great opportunity for you.
Oh my God, you can write, girl.
I was like, oh my God, everyone was preying on the divorced woman.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
You look really good.
Oh my God.
I can't say anything. I still have boss lady.
Boss lady.
I still have.
You can have your own company. You run your own business. You run your own business.
You're your own boss.
$1,200 for the first kit, please.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Serendipity. Deborah pulled some cards and she said she thinks she should too. That's good. Ooh.
Who's that? Oh.
And Yesenia said there are reports from a scientist that joins a science with supernatural. Yesenia made me a beautiful Lenormand board, and I have not broken it out on the channel yet because of the setup that I have. I think when I get the new office set up, I may even have like my own Lenormand table, and your board is going to be featured on it because it's fantastic. I've used it for readings at home, but none online because it doesn't quite fit on my desk the way that I need it to, because it's big and fabulous and I love it. But I'm going to feature it very, very soon, sweetie pie. Prima, it's midnight. Oh, Prima. Okay, here, let me see. You have a big birthday coming up. I can do a birthday. Actually, I'm going to give you a little bit more since it's a birthday. So we're going to swap these up. Let me put Mr. Crowley over there. And my stomach's growling. I hope no one else heard that. Did you hear my stomach growling? This is what happens. My stomach growls. So Miss Prima. So, Prima, you know what? Before I get started, I actually want to I'm going to put his channel in the comments. Waistcoat Rick. You guys are going to love him. Let me find him. Oh, there's look. I was like, oh, who else is doing a live right now?
That's us.
Independence Day. That's us. Subscriptions. Where is Rick? Rick. Come on. No, I don't want to know who's live. Okay. There he is. Rick Paul. And we are going to, how do I share? Copy. There we go. I'm going to put him in here. If you guys can all give him a sub, if you haven't already, it's Rick Paul, and he's a lovely British gentleman that I met through the Hutches, and he is terrific. I was on his live today.
Hey, Glickman. Is that Janice? Yes, that's me, honey. Good.
Who's that? Oh, Lori? Oh, it's on your feed.
No, it's on your page. It's on your private page.
Did you share it?
No.
Her comments should be coming up here. How come we're not seeing them?
Lori.
That's weird. Oh, maybe they're down below. Maybe she just
I wish
commented.
Lori heard me at the very beginning because I need her to make me some concoctions.
If Lori wants to come over, Lori can come over. We're going to have fireworks here in a little bit. All right, so Prima's birthday. Let's see what we got. Lovey-dovey. High Priestess. Three of Wands. Prince of Wands. Oh, and we're going to go a little bit higher with this. Ooh, looks like a little indulgence. So High Priestess in reverse. We're not quite using our highest mind here. So there's some creativity that you need to infuse in your birthday plans. So here in the past, in the immediate past, and this is, I always tell people, this is what we pack in our suitcase to go in the future. This is a protective kind of circumstance. So if you're intending on spending the birthday locked in your house and just having a cup of tea, I would not do that. This Three of Wands here are some people coming together trying to get you out, or you holding whilst you are holding yourself back. It's almost like you just want to have a quiet night at home. Don't do that. Go out to dinner. Go have a meal in a restaurant with candles and fancy napkins and, crazy overpriced hors d'oeuvres. I would go do that. It doesn't have to be like a hen night, kind of rip it up. You go to where does everybody go? I think they go to Aberdeen. Aberdeen? I want to say Aberdeenshire, but she's in England. So
I'm like, Aberdeen, my Aberdeen?
No, not this Aberdeen. We have an Aberdeen too, but it's not an Aberdeenshire. So this is really like you can go and have like a controlled burn of a birthday, but you need to go and have a little bit of a celebration. Up here, Seven of Wands, you're like, do I really need to? No, this is a birthday that you need to pull out the stops, and you need to be a little bit selfish. The Devil card is not always about being nefarious and self-involved. Sometimes it's taking a little bit, like a little grain of that selfishness, and bringing it into our life is good for us. Like I told Deborah before, Deborah should be, taking care of herself and kind of taking the energies out of the flow that doesn't serve her. The energies that are just kind of, it's like a leak in the hose. You have to plug up that leak in the hose so that you get better pressure on the things that really matter. But for you, this is about saying, hey, I need to go and I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate myself. I need to celebrate the accomplishments that I've had and the places that I've made it to. So then we're going to see how people see you, how you see you, how others see you. I'm like all backward today. Hopes and fears, and your ultimate outcome. You're going to be a little undecided about this because it is very out of your ordinary character to be very selfish or to be very self-involved or to even say, hey, I need blank. So here, Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups, when we have that, we are looking for the universe to bring things to us. We're looking for avenues that we can have manifest in front of us without us really having to put too much effort in, other than just dreaming about it. When it's in reverse, the idea is there. You know what you want. You just have to ask for it. The others around you are saying, she doesn't really want to do much. Like, she doesn't want a big party. She doesn't want to have an event. We'll just, kind of celebrate her individually. It's more like you need a more collective approach to this. You need to have your closest people. And I always talk about my tribe. And that was one of the things in the gratitude book. Like, I'm very grateful that at my age, I have very good friends that I've known for a long time. Janice, I've known since middle school. My girlfriend Kathy, I've known since kindergarten. We went to kindergarten.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did. I have some funny pictures of her. She has funny pictures of me. But I'm so fortunate that I went to three different schools. I went to three different high schools. And I have a lot of friends from a lot of different places, but I do have lifelong friends that I've stuck with my whole life. And I'm so very fortunate. And, you need to pull that team together. Sometimes I need to pull my team together. And it's like, news team,
calling in the troops.
Yeah, calling in the troops. And even if it's we all get together on my porch and we just have some goofy cocktails or whatever, we can all just kind of get together and be that 12-year-old or the 5-year-old
team, like from Anchorman.
Yes, news team assemble. I am wearing, what is it, Panther?
I just caught
It's made
that.
from real Panther beds. No steam assemble. But so, you know, this, I think it's more, you need to pull that collective together. And if people are saying, let's all go out to dinner, say yes, say yes. The Two of Wands, you really want them to do this. I know you do. But it's so out of character for you. Don't let it be. You know, Prima, I don't know if you knew about this. My girlfriend Kay, she lives up. She's another one. We were cheerleaders together. You know, we've actually like held each other up in pyramids and that kind of stuff. And we celebrated her birthday a few weeks ago. It was in May, and I bought tiaras for everybody. And that was how Janice hurt her foot, wasn't it? Was that, or was it King? Yeah, that was her birthday. Janice was here hurting her foot, but we all got like, I bought a bunch of tiaras off Amazon, and God bless them, they're really nice ones. The nicest one I had was $14, and I was like, holy crap, this one's really nice. But we all wore tiaras. We got dressed up, and we just had a fabulous time. And you need to do that. You need to either let your people do that or let your people know that you want that. And I think it's going to be a good thing. So what's going to happen over the next year? What's the next year going to be like? Let's see what the next year is going to be like. Getting out of the comfort zone. It looks like you're going to take my advice in this reading for sure. So the Hermit is learning and compiling information in solitude. And Melissa Sayanova, in her book, Kitchen Table Tarot, which is such a great book, she says the Hermit card is shut up and let me think. And that's really when he's upright. It's a really great way of describing him. When he's in reverse, my thinking is done. And now I need to go forth and act upon all of the consideration that I've had. The Temperance card. So you're going to come out of this comfort zone that you're in, and you're going to start to expand your horizons. And that's where we get into being uncomfortable, getting out of the norm and starting anew with this Ace of Pentacles. So it's a new beginning for you. You're going into a new phase. We do go into these new phases every 7 years. So I don't know if you're in part of that 7-year cycle. The Five of Cups here is getting rid of the disappointment, not having the regrets. This is a 0 F's kind of mentality here. You're going to go forth with none of the shackles that you had before. And this Queen of Pentacles, I almost feel like you're going to be lifting off the ground and traveling a little bit. So if there is some kind of travel that you were intending, or something like a bucket list trip that you wanted to go on, I feel like you're going to be doing that. The Queen of Pentacles stays at home. She holds the house down. She holds the fort down. But if you turn her upside down, she gets much lighter and she gets much less rooted in that location. So she can start to move around. So this, I think, is a great year for you. Transformative birthday. This Ace of Pentacles is such a great start because you can pack that bag, that card that was in the past position. You can pack that bag. You can bring with you what you want. You can bring a carry-on. You can bring a train case. You can bring a huge trunk, whatever you'd like to bring with you, but you can bring all that stuff into the future. So happy birthday to you next week. My birthday is next week, or it's my birthday is on the 12th. So you're a Cancer like me. So happy birthday. Exciting stuff. Tell me when your birthday is, so we know in there. So if we do another live and you're on, we can scream happy birthday. Everybody throw some cakes up for Prima's birthday. I'm going to find a cake emoji. Oh, there's a piece of cake. Happy birthday. There it is. Happy birthday. There you go. Show her some love, guys. Show her some love in there. Happy birthday posts. So, poor Serendipity. I'm scrolling through your comments, boys and girls. University of Florida messed her up.
Oh God, that's so scary.
Oh, good morning, Em. How are you, sweetie pie? So I'm going to throw M. We're doing something cool with the Crowley Tarot. We're doing like a what you need, what you want, what you get. Or wait, what you want, what you need, what you get.
Well, first it's Aretha Franklin. A, what you want,
Woo!
and it's in excess.
Baby, I got it.
What you need, what you need, and then what you get. What's a song? What you get? You
One
can't
way or
always get
another.
what
There
you
you go.
want.
Okay, all right. All right.
So it's in alphabetical order there. Aretha Franklin, in excess, Rolling Stones. This is how my warped brain works, people.
It's working though. It's working.
Let me tell you, I have the worst memory. I'm totally ADD, horrible. This is how I got through grad school. I had to make associations to remember the bones, the joints, the nerves, muscles. I mean, to memorize all that caca. I had to come up with all these kooky little songs and all that kind of stuff.
Is that you? Are
yeah,
you
it's probably my watch telling me it's time to stand. You've been sitting on your butt for too long.
All right, Em. Oh, Em, what is going on, baby doll? So, what you want? So, you want to have to stop pouring out the cups. So, this is our Princess of Cups, which is like our Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is lavishing affection on everyone, taking care of people, making them happy, making sure that their needs are taken care of, making sure that they have cocoa in their cup and a coat on their back or whatever, sandals on their feet, whatever. This is you wanting to just kind of take a break from that. Like, God, do it yourself, like I have the same problem. Like I walk upstairs, like I do my regular day job, and then I do this job, and then I walk upstairs and I have 6 pairs of hungry eyes looking at me, and then I have 6 pairs of hungry cat eyes looking at me, and then Raven is stamping her foot at me and glaring at me because I haven't done anything for her. And it's like, oh, for Pete's sake, like I meal prepped, like there's food in the fridge. No one's eating it. So, and they all go, we don't want that. We want something different. So I wind up making another meal. And some days I'm just like, can't you people just feed your freaking selves? But this is kind of the emotion here is like, you need to have some people take some agency over their lives. Why? What you need, what you want, what you need. What you need is to stop transforming. And this is the Aeon. This is such a cool card. I see Janice looking at it over here. So there's a lot of Egyptian symbology in the Thoth Tarot for obvious reasons. And this is a transformative card. This is like our Judgment card. This is the same as Judgment in the Rider-Waite deck where the dead are rising from the grave. This is transformation. This is becoming a being of elevated energy, elevated knowledge. And when we are in reverse, what you need is to elevate. You need to break through this and elevate into some more study. So I think we need to have people take agency over their life so that you can kind of attend to your spiritual needs a little bit more. And if that's like a moment of meditation, this doesn't have to be like a grand illumination with a capital I. This can be just attending to your spiritual needs, meditating for a little while, taking a long shower. Like that's one of my self-care things now. I'm going on the porch and smoking a pipe. And I said it on my show. And then one of the guys that I follow, Tricky Bricky, he's like smoking huge joints on YouTube. I know, it's crazy. I'm like, you live in England. Is that legal? But anyway, that's one of my self-care things. I'll go have a smoke and then I go take a luxurious shower. And that has been very helpful, helping me kind of disconnect from the level of stress. So it could be something as simple as that. You just need to unplug a little bit and attend to your spiritual and mental needs. That was wild. Did you see? I just pulled that card and they all lined up like that. That was kind of weird. So then we have the 8 of Swords, and this is what you get. if you follow those instructions. The Eight of Swords is the reduction of that mental stress, because the Eight of Swords, if we all recall, our young lady on the beach who is blindfolded and in the middle of all the swords with the bare feet, all she has to do is drop the blindfold, and which is very loose, and her binds are very loose, and she can walk out of it. Same thing with our Eight of Swords here. They're all different swords. You can see they're sabers, they're weird. We've got all kinds of different things, all kinds of different weaponry here. And those are all the different types of things that interfere with us psychologically and mentally. And you can see the mental chaos in the back in this painting by the wonderful lady Frida Harris. So that is where we're coming out of. We are in reverse. So we're leaving this behind. We are exiting from that. And this is all now for my novice readers, you would think these are very powerful cards. They're all in reverse, so they're all negative, but they're not in this sense because of the way that we're setting up. We're just doing that. And where's this little guy coming from? A little bug on there, little nose,
little friend.
Hi, little friend.
Little friend.
So, you would look at this initially and you'd go, oh, they're like really negative cards. And they're even more negative because they're in reverse, but they're not, because of the way that we look at it and the way we look at how the things affect our life and what we can do to affect it. Oh, so I'm supposed to upload a daily high vibe card. Let's do a vibe card for everybody. This is for all of us. For the
You know what? Last time, remember we kept on getting knocked out. I don't want to jinx us now.
Oh, don't say it.
But isn't that funny? Like,
it's a weird night. It's a Monday night, and sometimes the traffic gets really heavy. And this is totally filtered
I'm saying
through.
it's good. We have
This is filtered through StreamYard. So on the heavy streaming nights, sometimes there are issues with it, which is fine. So let's do our daily vibe card. High vibe. Let's get ready to lift off, guys. Believing is seeing. Holy moly. So this, again, is all the manifestation that we talk about, Joe Dispenza, and believing things into existence. Not fake it till you make it, but practicing that emotion and practicing that feeling. So right now, I'm going to tell everybody, I got 17 of you on here. Janice and I make it 19. We're a fabulous 19 people. I'm going to have everybody breathe in and out just a few times. We're going to breathe in. Breathe out. When you breathe in this time, I want you to see light coming into your head. Breathe it out. You're going to see a big bubble of white light around you. Do it one last time. Stronger color now. You can breathe that out. Surround your whole life. Surround your home, your people, everybody. Now, I want you to find the emotion of joy. It can be anything. It can be any focus of joy. It can be when you got a puppy. It can be when you got your first pair of Louboutins. It can be when you had your first baby. It can be when you had your first kiss, when you got married. That emotion, that intense feeling of I made it. Oh, this accomplishment. You crossed the finish line. I want you to find that in you. I want you to find it in your chest, find it in your belly, find it wherever it is. And I want you to just soak it up for a minute. Okay. So we're going to breathe in. Serendipity, this is you being pain-free. Amanda, this is you getting your gift. This is getting your little package of love. Deborah, this is about you getting that enlightenment and confidence to move forward with tarot. Find that feeling of joy. Find it. And you're going to soak in it for a minute. You got it, Janice?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling joy?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling joy. And so it will be. We're going to create that future by the emotion. Now, what Dr. Joe says is, Anna's coughing.
It's hard to talk a long time. Like this.
I'm going to the allergist soon. This is all allergy stuff. It's very dusty in this room too. That's why I always have cough drops next to me. So Dr. Joe says from all that negative input that we get, we actually, would you put that on the little stand there? Mm-hmm. We actually practice being unsuccessful in the future. So if we practice joy and being successful, we will be. Muting. Sorry, guys. Wow. So, all right. So there we go. So practice. I'm practicing that I'm not coughing. That was amazing. I think this is a sign I'm almost done for the night. And I'm crying. I cough so hard, I'm crying. Oh my goodness. Deborah's getting rid of toxic people. Chris Killens! Holy crow! I was actually just thinking about you the other day because I saw your name in my phone. And as a contact, I said, oh, I haven't heard from her in a long time. All right, Chris. What you want? You want to walk away. You want to walk away and have them go, we miss her. You want to leave a void behind you. And I don't mean that in like a negative sense. I sound like I'm stereo girl. You want to leave and have them say, she did a great job. She's going to be very hard to replace. You will be when you leave. What you need is to pare back the work at this time. So if you're not exiting the position immediately, you should be looking for ways to reduce the workload. And that is going to keep you in the game a little bit. It's almost like it's not time for you to leave yet. They still need you there. And in a sense, you still need to be there. Your work is not finished there yet. So I would see if you can reduce the workload and just kind of skate along. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's a consultant position because it's not going to be a consultant position. It's an active work position, but you're going to be paring down what you're doing. What you get, the Tower card is in reverse, and this is something that we do to ourselves. Typically, this is a realization In this sense, it's a realization that you cannot leave yet. I don't think it's based on this reading. I think there's going to be a need where they're going to say, it'll almost be a collective decision. Like, we can't let you go yet. We got to keep you on just a little bit longer because there's really nobody that can do what you do the way you do it. And it's not something that you can train somebody to do. So I don't think that you're going to be retiring, but I think that there is an opportunity to reduce your workload so that you can keep scratching the itch. You still get some money out of them, and you can proceed with filling a need that is very close to your heart. So I think that is really the direction that you're going to go. I'm apologizing for coughing so badly. Let me see if anyone else has asked for readings in here. Thank you so much, Krista. Oh, thank you, Sari. I was like, Sari, you're retired already. I was very confused by that. Celtic Rune Singer. Hello, dude. I have not seen you in so long. Hello, Sallykins. Did I read for Sally?
I don't think so.
Oh, Sally, did I read for your sister, or do you want here? I'll read for you.
I read for you. I make you lamb.
I make you lamb. Make you lamb. We'll do for Sally. So, Sally, what you want, Hermit. What you need is adjustment in reverse. What you get is that Wheel of Fortune that is all over the place. I think your sister got that too. So what you want, Hermit needs to be on his own, needs to consider things, needs to let the information that they have gel, kind of come together. Sometimes this is study too. And I almost feel like you just want to go off someplace quietly with a book, and you just want to kind of fill your cup a little bit more intellectually. And what you need, what you want is to do that. What you need is to find that equilibrium. There's a piece of this missing. It's almost like you don't have the resource that you need to get the information that you want. And I don't feel like this is a degree study. It's not like a university thing, but it's almost like you think that it is. So one of my cousins reached out to me, and she wanted to do a CRV class, and she goes, "Do you know of any CRV classes that don't cost thousands of dollars?" And I said, "Well, yeah, there's a bunch of books. Like, you can, the class I took, there's plenty of books on what I learned. I took the class because I wanted to participate in the live classes. I wanted to be part of that community. But if you just want to strictly practice, yeah, you can do that. There, when you pay for a course, there are other things that you pay for. It's just not the same information. So it's almost like there's something holding you back because you think that you have to pay for it. You have to go to university or something like that. I would, whatever this is, whatever you want to fill your cup with, I'm going to tell you, there is another way. There's going to be a cheaper way to do it. You can find that route. So, tap into some of the Reddit streams or Discord streams and see if you can get some direction on that. So what you end up with, what you get at the end of this all, is you're still in this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're still confused, kind of thrown in the ocean of information here, and you can't really find your direction. So I don't know if this has anything to do with what's going on with you. Like, I really don't. But I just feel so academic and intellectual. It just feels like you really like, if you want to study a language or you want to study a different subject or a different discipline or something. And I really do think it's there. You don't have to get, a bunch of letters behind your name to be an expert at something. You can become an expert in your spare time. I sound like an infomercial.
You can too.
You can too, but wait, there's more. So, I think that there's really, if I'm onto something here, Sally, either message me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. We could do a little bit more. Or if it's a subject that I know anything about, I know lots of stuff. I have a really full cup because I wanted to be a college professor. I do have a lot of resources. I can probably find, a free resource for whatever it is you're looking for. But this, I think, is a really good itch to scratch. I think this is, a good time to get the books and throw it in there. So I don't know if Sally has another question as we move on down, we'll deal with that. Amanda. Will Tony.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, I gotta pee while you're doing that.
Okay. Hey, could you refill me?
Of course.
Thank you. So, Amanda, we're going to read this from his perspective. So I'll be reading like for him. Hopefully I won't start coughing. So, what he wants to tell the lie. He wants to be able to stand up in a court in front of the people who make his fate decisions, and he wants to sell the lie. What he needs is someone else to step in and direct the traffic on that lie. This is very typical of people that are in prison for legitimate crimes. They want to sell their lie, but they need someone to direct the traffic on it. Most important thing, what he will get. In the Crowley deck, the different pips have different meanings down on the bottom. You can see this one, fiddle focus, says luxury. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it. And that's in reverse. Indulgence, luxury, ease, emotional calming. The fours are always our foundations. They're very stable, and we can rest on them. When the fours are in reverse, we're unstable. We're almost like on a tippy table. And so this is a very emotional upset. So I don't think that he will get out. I don't think that the lie will be able to be managed by this manager, this lie manager. And I think we're going to be in the same situation that we're in. So I don't think that this is fortuitous for him. It does not look like he will be able to wiggle out of the trap that he has set for himself. I hope that puts you at ease. But he wants to tell the lie again. He wants to scream the lie out. Deborah, what did I say? Poor living. I might have to rewatch this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I meant. Do you recall me saying poor living?
Say what?
Deborah said, "What is poor living? Please explain." I don't know what I meant by that. I don't know when I said it, and I don't know what I meant by it.
With whose reading? The reading you were just doing?
I think Deborah's. I think I said it to Deborah. I don't know.
Oh God, give me more context, Deborah.
I think I'm gonna have to watch the video again. So brief intermission. Who watches
Ted Lasso. Everybody comment that Anna needs to watch Ted Lasso, and especially because, okay, can I show everybody this? Anyone who watches Ted Lasso will understand the significance of this. Okay? I'm not going to tell her because I want her to watch the show.
Well, I was going to say Beverly Frankel because, you know, she does all
Bethany
those.
Frankel.
Beth, that's what I said.
You said Beverly Frankel.
Did I say Beverly? Not Beverly, Bethany Frankel.
You know she does Bethany Frankel. He said Beverly.
So she does like those, like, you know, cool stuff that you get. She was saying at the dollar store, the Ione products. Oh my God. They're amazing.
Really?
They're amazing.
Like the dollar store, the one right by the liquor store
the
by my
dollar
house?
store. Yeah. I went in and I bought like a shit ton of everything. The
They're
blush
probably
is
going to be
amazing.
gone now.
No. The whole thing was full. The blush is amazing. The mascara was meh. It was okay. But the blush was amazing and the highlighter was amazing. And this shea butter delicious safari nude lipstick.
No way.
So good.
I'm looking up dollar store right now.
And I'm just like her. And then I got the lip plumper. And this is like, it's like fire on my lips. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. So go to your dollar store. Go get that. Bethany Frankel.
Oh, they
Beverly
might be.
Frankel.
Oh, good. They're going to be open tomorrow. Okay, I'll swing
Why
by tomorrow.
wouldn't they be? They're probably selling
because
fireworks.
it's 4th of July.
They're
Like,
probably
oh,
selling
dollar store?
fireworks.
Yeah.
So Deborah, message me. I don't even. You can text message me or message me on here. Like I'm not sure what I said. I'm not sure what I said. So Amanda, thank you, honey. You didn't have to do that though. Oh, Sally, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. That is tough. That is rough. Oh, hey,
Who that?
it's Ruffy's
Stop the madness.
Yeah, he's on all the time.
What's up?
Now, unlike his channel, Rob gets like 1 million viewers like the first 5 minutes he's on. I'm like, what the hell? But Rob somehow knows the Hutches. I don't know how he knows the Hutches, but like they were like all chattering.
How is that possible?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Rob,
So crazy.
we're taking a road trip to England. Okay, so let's make it happen.
All right, so we got seeing a lot of green energy there, right? Serendipity, green energy, healing and growth. Think plants, think things growing. Archangel Raphael's, we're going. Oh, I got chills, Sari. Oh, Amanda, we're all in it for you. So everybody send Amanda some love in here. Send her some love. Just send her some hearts. Send her some good stuff. Oh, Prima 81. God bless.
Wait, Prima, you're turning
Prima's turning 81. God bless
81?
her.
Wow.
That's an excellent birthday. Oh, and so here, guys, I put in the comments, that's Rick Paul. Go give him a share. He's doing lives now. Super, super cool guy. And
Shelly.
Oh, hi, Shelly.
I don't know why, Shelly, because every time I know you're on, like, I got to fix my hair and make my hair look good.
I know, my hair doesn't look good because I worked out. It did look good before I worked out, and then I got sweaty.
It's greasy as heck. I got to wash it tonight.
Oh, okay. M has have a question about a new horse. I'm going to switch decks. Let's switch decks. We'll find out a little bit about the pony. Let's see.
Take her on. Any help to understand him better? Okay. Anna, Krista has a question.
No, we already got her.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So there definitely is some history behind this guy. Okay. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl horse. So oh, him. It is a guy. Okay, good. So he was not handled very well. There's a heaviness with him because he was not handled very well. I don't think that he was handled roughly, just not great. It's almost like somebody didn't have the patience to really get to know him and get to understand um him. I hate to be like on a spiritual level, but somebody didn't get to know him, and he was seen as a livestock commodity kind of thing. You were just going to say
I
that?
was gonna say,
Yeah.
it was just all business.
Yeah, it was all business. Definitely was treated like livestock. So you're going to run into some walls with him. And I have a feeling you already have. What you need to do is capitalize on what he's been bred to do and what he is good at. So once upon a time, before I had kids, I had my own kennel and I trained security dogs. I specialized in head cases, dogs that were aggressive, specifically Rottweilers. And it was a great living, but it was hard to do after I had kids because I would work 80, 85-hour weeks. I just lived, breathed, and slept with dogs most of the time. What I would do is when I would have people that would come to me and they would say, my sheepdog is biting all the kids in the yard. Well, the sheepdog is supposed to be biting the kids in the yard because he's hurting them. My Rottweiler barks at the mailman every day. Well, your Rottweiler has been bred to be a guard dog, and that stupid mailman isn't getting the message. So he's going to escalate on that until he can get to that mailman and finally tell that guy off for coming to the house every day, even though he's getting yelled at. Same applies for German Shepherds, Dobermans, et cetera, et cetera. So, you have to find the aptitude. So I would start with the genetic engineering that's there. There are hundreds of years of development into different breeds, and there are certain aptitudes that horses are bred for. If you have any kind of a history on this particular horse, if you can look into the lineage, if it's traceable, I would see what some of the other horses in that line had an aptitude for, and then kind of work from there. I think you'll find some ways to create games and play for him that's based on those aptitudes. That is something that wasn't done here. He was not given the opportunity to let his gifts shine. He was being given tasks that were tasks because they were tasks, if that makes sense. So, coming to him with this understanding will make his learning much easier, but I think he is still going to be resistant for a little while. So, course of love, course of patience. This is going to be a little bit of a longer haul with him. Not because he's a bad horse, not because he's difficult, because he is unprepared to work with a person like you that is going to give him more quarter. And give him an opportunity to kind of blossom. He is like a very tight little, I'm like dying for like, what is it? The fried zucchini flowers. You know how zucchini flowers are like
onion
all
blossom?
no, zucchini flowers. The yellow zucchini flowers. Oh, you fry them up; they're so good.
Oh.
It's an Italian thing. So he's like a little zucchini flower. Like he is like all squished up, and we want to get him to blossom. It's going to take a little bit of time, though. There's something about his head and his neck that he's very sensitive about being touched. And I don't know if it's because of the bridle or the harness that he was wearing. There's something here that's very sensitive. Sari, or if you're picking up on this too, I'd appreciate just kind of some insight if you're picking up on it. But there's something specifically right back here. It's like right under his ear on the left side, and I don't know what that is. But that's a sensitive spot for him. I don't think he's in pain, but it's a spot that he doesn't want anybody to touch. I feel like he's almost been like if he was cropped there, if he's kind of used to being cropped there, or if he was being pulled in a direction and the bridle was kind of pulling on it. But this is very, very tense. So I don't know if you practice that T-touch. I know there was a number of years ago, T-touch was a really big thing in the animal community. It was an equine practice of doing just a series of touches on the horse to kind of get them to calm down. That might be something that he benefits from as you get a little bit further down the road and you get to know him a little bit better. But there's definitely a sensitivity here on him that he does not want that to be touched. So that's a warning spot, just in case you have to do anything. If you're trying to get him bridled and you have to go over that space, I would maybe go to the right, because I think he's a little bit pulley on that side. So all in all, let's see how he's going to turn out. I think he's going to turn out just fine, but let's get a single card and just kind of see how he's going to turn out. Ultimate End, King of Pentacles. I don't think he is going to be a serious worker. I think he's going to have some issues in the end of it all, and I think he's going to have to stay with a particular owner. If you're not that particular owner, a particular owner who's going to be very cognizant of the needs that he has. He's not a bad horse. Like, I'm not saying that at all. He's definitely not a bad horse. He just was in formative years pushed into a personality that he didn't suit him, and just has kind of an understanding over time. I think he is going to come through this. And there's our recovery card. So the disappointment and the failures of man, he'll reconsider them. So we have a little bit of time with him. It's gonna take some time. He's a slow grow, unfortunately. So that's exciting though. New horse. I always like getting to know new animals. They always come with like. So Lily, our cat Lily, is still escaping me. Like, she's just so sketch that she's just like, "Meow." And then every now and then she comes up and she's like, "Brr." And I'm like, who are you? So much fun. Shelly said, sounds like someone else I know. I don't know who that is. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm so far behind in the comments. Oh, Prima, you have all of us. We're your friends. We are your friends here. See it. So, July 10th. Happy birthday. Oh, Prima, we love you too. It is a little fun community that I have on here. It's not a super huge community, but there are like some quality people here. So I am so grateful to all of you. Oh, and Serendipity, Rusty. Oh, Rusty's over the Rainbow Bridge. Sweetest boy. Oh, hi, Samantha. So she's another one that I met through the Hutches. Like, I told the Hutches
more reason we're going to England.
Yeah, I want to do a live with oh yeah, Sari. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Oh, I don't know if come on, let me in my Facebook. It should just log right in. Oh, how come it's making me log in? Oh, here we go. Hang on. So wait, Sari, Spirit Tarot. Let me find it. I think I got it. Oh, wait. I'm not. Deborah, I'm not sure if I'm finding it. Rats. I don't know if I belong to the group. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I'll look it up on.
Oh, it's a work in progress. Okay. Okay, Deborah. It's a work in progress still. Okay. Yeah, but it's there. So, oh, Samantha, thank you for liking and sharing because it's free. All of us Trevorites say that it's free. Yes, Deborah, we do need to promote it. If you can, put it in there, and we will promote it. No, Shelly, I'm a shit show, but I'm getting better, and Janice is here, so I'm getting
Shelly,
better.
we want to see you.
We do want to see you. Oh,
I'm around all weekend. I got nothing going on.
And Serendipity sent me some yellow healing light. I do need that. You know what? This actually makes me. Oh, and drink lemon water. All my lemons went bad. I hate to say it. Life didn't give me lemons. It gave me rotten lemons.
Oh God.
No, I got them from Costco and they went bad. I was like, they're all like green.
Can you do a lemon
fuzzy.
tree in your backyard?
No, I can't.
We don't have the climate for it.
So, and Sally said she's such a hermit. And she loves to learn. Thank you, Sally, sweetie pie.
Maybe we should pull 3 cards for Anna.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that for my crazy business. Let me just thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Oh, serendipity. Is that what I meant? Poverty conscious? Is that what I meant?
Ted Lasso is such a cute show. Cute show. It's a very poignant show. It is life-changing. It is everything.
Ted Lasso. Janice has been after me to.
I've hyped it up too
that
much, but I know
forever.
she'll get it because it's.
Amanda, we love you too. Oh, Ione, fake eyelashes are awesome too. Thank you, Shelly. I didn't know you.
Fake eyelashes from the dollar store?
From this Ione company is
I
amazing.
know. I'm scared to put that stuff in my eyeballs.
Oh, spot on. Neglected. Okay. All right. Janice, I use
Neomidia magnets and they would help you. I never heard of such a thing.
Google it. See if you can get them on Amazon.
Google it. That's a Googler right there.
Oh, you do Reiki on him, Em, and you can feel his tears. No, it makes sense to me. Yeah, there's something. There's something over here. Keep doing that. You'll get through to him. You'll get through to him. We're gonna. What's his name, Em? What's Big Boy's name? Are we calling him Big Boy? Let's call him Big Boy. She said they're very inexpensive and ask USPS for shipping.
Okay.
So I know I'm like.
I've been very gassy.
She will give him the time he needs. Oop, did I freeze up? What's going on here? I'm frozen. Oh, my mouse died. That's why. I gotta plug my mouse in. Hang on, people.
Her mouse died.
You know what? It's better than having to put a million batteries in it. I like the retry, and this one lights up. It's a fun mouse. It's a fun mouse. So there we go. I'm still scrolling, guys. Happy 4th of July, boys. Oh, it's 8:27. We gotta get up and watch some. Oh wait, TMJ.
Yeah, I think they're doing fireworks.
So you have TMJ. Horses can have TMJ. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know.
I guess so.
He is a wounded warrior. That's what I'm getting from him too. Basket of rose quartz, and yeah, I think so too. Oh, he's definitely staying with you. Let's call him Big Boy.
I need a big boy. I need a big boy.
Oh wait, what's his name? Serendipity said the same thing. Oh, Spirit Tarot 112. Let me see Spirit Tarot. I don't know if you guys notice, I'm doing this all without my glasses. There we go. Following. Okay, is this
whose group is this?
This is Deborah's.
Oh.
So there we go. Boom.
Deborah, I love the purple butterfly.
Purple butterfly.
I have a thing for purple butterflies. My daughter's name.
Oh. Number adds up to 6 piece. I'm scrolling through. Oh, serendipity. 2 new opportunities are coming for me. Oh, good morning, Marie Teresa. Everybody's popping in. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, and we'll do what Janice said. We're gonna do 3 cards for me, and Serendipity saying that I have some opportunities coming.
So Serendipity, you're gonna help me, and Deborah, we're all gonna read these together. It's gonna be a group reading for Anna.
Group reading. I'll be reading it too, but I'll be like, I don't believe that. That's the worst thing.
This is that hard deck that you know.
I cannot do readings for myself because it's so I'm so like, that can't be right. You know, it's really terrible.
All right, well, let's see. This will be an interesting little experiment. Let's see what we see and you see what you see. Okay, just now.
I just keep throwing cards. A sloppy shove up.
I have to work on her fine motor skills.
So yeah, Sari's not a tarot reader. She just does it.
She's just a natural intuitive.
Yeah, she just does it. All right. What I want. What I need. Oh, what I get.
You need to cut it off.
Yeah. Like, not like in Red Dragon. I'll cut it off, you filthy little beast. So what I need
this is what you want.
Equilibrium, but I'm not getting it. I am not getting it.
You want balance.
Yeah. So, oh, Deborah, you're splitting? Oh, Deborah's splitting too. All right. Sorry, honey. Thank you. Thank you for your help and your friendship. I'll see you in a bit. So this is, I need equilibrium, balance. So I was looking, I have this book called The Pie Life, and it's a really cool.
In PI?
PI. No, PIE.
Oh.
It's about creating a pie of things in your life. It's
like a pie chart
for women that are in corporate, and because corporate takes over your whole life, and you're all over the place, pulled in too many directions is right, Serendipity. My pie needs to get a little bit smaller, and I need to get rid of some of the pieces of my pie. So what I want is order. What I need to do is transform. Hands up, who wants me to transform? I'm transforming.
I'll put on one broken foot for that.
I actually am thinking about transforming. I need to go for color, and I think I'm going to cut my hair short again.
Oh my God. Me too. I'm going to cut and color my hair. And
yeah,
guys, look at this ridiculous. Let's talk about horse. Look at how long my freaking hair is.
It's gorgeous. My hair won't get any longer than this.
It needs to be chopped.
So I'll take your hair, but I'm thinking I'm going to go back to like that French bob. And then I'll be like, we are doing a reading, and I will have to work on my French accent. My French accent's outrageous.
I love that, Bob.
So, so transforming. So what happens when I transform? What I get is I get the 3 of Pentacles. I get things coming together. Oh, Serendipity said I need water energy like the beach. Oh, Shelly's here
what
too.
Did I say? I said,
Shelly,
she goes, I'm off next week. I said, can I take you to the beach? And she said, no. It's funny you said that. We don't have to go and lay out. We can go
I want to go to the beach when no one's there.
No, but we can
go
go
from living there.
But we can go to just like in our clothes. Like you don't have to go and lay. We could go at like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I want to go like at night.
Yeah.
So what ultimately happens, what I get is I will the tribes will gather. So or the unite the clans. Robert the Bruce, unite the clans. Prima, I hope you're enjoying my bastardized British history and Scottish history. So everything I know I learned from Mel Gibson movies. No, I'm kidding. I really did. So that was my first question to Greg. Like when I was watching the Patriot, I was like, "Is this based on like an actual battle with Cornwallis, or is it like an amalgam of battles?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Good question.
He's like, "Maybe it's like Braveheart. They just kind of made it up as they went along." So once I do this transformation, then the I will build it and they will come. So that's pretty much what I'm hearing. Serendipity says, walk the beach, go at night. I need bath salts and frankincense. I love frankincense. I absolutely go tonight. I'm not going tonight because it's the night before 4th of July.
We are in the Jersey Shore and it's 4th of July. I am not touching anything that has 4 wheels. And
yeah, I'm not going anywhere near a beach. Oh my gosh, we have to go. It's a super full moon tonight.
It is?
Well, we've got a fire pit going. Did you want to come over?
Shelly, come on now, girl.
You want to bring? We got fire pit. I got s'mores.
bring your scissors and cut our hair.
Bring your scissors. Cut our hair off. It's full moon.
Shelly, here. This is for you, baby.
Is it really a super full moon? I didn't even know that. See, this is why I've got too much going on. It's a full moon tonight. It was actually at 7:39 this morning.
This is what I'm going to do to my head.
So we missed it. Oh my hair would never do that. Not in a million years. Show everybody under the thing. That's what Janice is going to look like. She's going to look like that. And me, I don't know what I'm going to look like, but I got to get an appointment. I have to do that over my vacation too. So, oh my goodness.
My varsity jacket.
I'm going to pull up Moonly. I didn't even know it was a full moon. This is so exciting. So I'll tell you guys a thing or two about this full moon.
So can we burn some stuff in the fire pit tonight?
We can, yeah. Do you want to throw sage in?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Moon in Sagittarius, curiosity and general activity. It is a good time for traveling, taking trolls. No, not trolls, strolls.
Traveling, taking strolls. Come on.
Taking trolls. I'm going to stroll out into the back quarter of the yard.
How much more do you need messages
as well
in
as self-developing and self-studying? So, Nakshrata Purvashada. I'm not even trying it, guys, but ruled by the god of cosmic water, Apis, it brings purification and rebirth and gives strength to follow one's path. It's the perfect time for making up after a quarrel, getting in contact with nature and water, and solving problems. It's unfavorable for finishing tasks.
Oh.
So Monday moon, this gentle, calm day is best for engaging in purification and relaxation rituals. I will not be relaxed at the beach today, as well as tidying up. I did that yesterday. Meditation will help calm the mind, make time for yourself and your loved ones. Colors are silver, milky color. I have the right color on. Moon day, Krishna.
It doesn't say camouflage?
Pratapad? No camouflage. But your watch is the right color.
There you go.
This is a good day for learning, construction work, doing chores around the house, looking after plants, as well as indulging in intimate relationships. Any creative activity today will be successful. It also will be easy to establish contact with others, make new acquaintances, and come up with solutions for issues that concerned you previously. So it is unfavorable for a haircut today.
Oh, really?
And nutrition is very sensitive today. So that is what I have to say about that. And Shelly said, do it. She likes that haircut. So with that, ladies, thank you all. Oh, she cannot get here because she was in crampy pain. I said it in my French accent.
Because I'm Lindsay. You're so fun.
I am going to be French for the rest of the month. Ho, ho, ho. So let's pull that off. Pull some comments down. Oh, Nikki. Oh, Nikki, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Here, Nikki, I'll pull some cards for you first. I got a minute. I got to go pick up my son at like 9, but let's.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
Nikki,
20
you're
up,
so
girl.
fine. I know, it goes fast, right?
Mhm.
It's amazing. We've been on for 2 hours.
Oh, snap.
So, Nikki, this is a what you need or what you want, what you need, what you get. Aleister Crowley style. Shelly Belly, you got to get this deck. It's going to change your world. What you want, transformation. What you need is adjustment. You saw me. How crazy is that?
What? Wow.
That's nuts. How are you getting like this? Nikki, are we living the same life? So, what you want is transformation. What you need is to reestablish the equilibrium and to look at things. This is our, our justice card. We do have to kind of weigh things and make an educated decision. So there's some things that you need to look over and make sure that you have those ducks in a row. So that is the what you need part. And then what you get is fusion. So now with me, it was cooperative work. It was me that, I build it and they come. We get more people to the party, so to speak. But for you, this is solidification and moving forward out of the ethereal and into the physical. And when we have aces, twos, and threes in the tree of life, which the Kabbalah has a lot to do with this deck, with this particular Crowley deck. So what you have to do, but when you're in that ace, 2, and 3 section, you're in your head, you're up at the top part of the tree of life. And those are all things that happen in the ethereal. They're not physical. So what we need to do is transform from the 3 and move into that physical, which is where we get into the 4s and we build that foundation of our house. So really that is kind of, you're moving to the 4. I want you to understand that this is not, we're just still planning. We're moving on into it. That's what you get. So the will for transformation is there. You're going to bring it from the ethereal into the physical. But what you have to do is just put your ducks in a row. So that's pretty simple. So I know that was real quick at the end. I'm kind of twitchy and burned out at this point. But you have all been fabulous. Everyone that has contributed, thank you very much for adding to the pot and helping my channel sustain. I'm going to drop this down. Serendipity, always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for moderating the comments and the donations that are in there. You're always a good pair of eyes for me on here. Oh, Penny, we're sticking around. One more. Penny gets one more.
Penny, she's on YouTube. I was going to say, if you're on Facebook, do you have it set to get alerts? Just make sure you have that setting on your Facebook.
So with these, because I did this as a pop-up, no one gets alerts.
No,
like
I got alerts.
Yeah, like you get an alert when it comes on, but if you're not looking at it, you're not going to get it. So Penny,
everybody's not like me and looks at their Facebook 24/7.
No, some people don't even look at their phones.
Wait, what?
I know, it's crazy, right?
What?
So she was in the garden. It's too hot to garden right now, Penny.
Is she in Jersey?
No. So Penny, this is Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. And I'm going to give you, Janice. Give it to me.
I thought it was that F card again, but that's close.
No, not the failure card. Stop. This deck is more than just that word that's at the bottom of the card. Trust me. It's super intense. I'm going to talk to you about the cross on the back of it. Because the cross, every little bit of this cross means something here. Just so you guys, this is all the officiants to the Golden Dawn. And again, I'm not a part of the Golden Dawn, but they have to create this cross before they can get to a certain level. And every little bit of this cross means something. It represents something. There's astrological planets. There's all kinds of alchemy in it. There's all kinds of stuff. And they have to create like their own novel version of it. So it's pretty wild. That's Crowley's on the back. So let's see, penny. So we're going to do 3 cards. What you want, what you need, what you get. What you want, what you need, what you get. So what you want is for the anger and struggles to abate. And that's something that you need to pack in a suitcase and just say, that time is done. You don't want it to travel with you. So you want to pack that away and you want to move on from it. You're on your way, but it's almost like you need to kind of kick it out the door the last time. So this like if and we know, you and I know what the situation was. So if this were like an old boyfriend who was kind of a jerk and did you wrong, he'd be kicked out of the house, but you'd still be answering the text messages every now and then. So you just have to kick this out the door. You just got to say, I'm done with this. We're not doing this. Got to go. It's got to be gone from my life. So move on to the next level. So that's what you want. What you need is the 2 of Wands. This kind of the transition that you went through kind of took a little bit of identity away from you, but it's not a loss, because when we move on, when we retire, when we move on from a career, we still have that identity. Like I used to be a dog trainer, but I'm still a dog trainer. I still have that knowledge. I just don't have up to the minute knowledge of new techniques and things like that, but I can still advise people on the basics. So that never goes away. I'm still a dog person. You're still what you were before you retired. It's still with you. They did not rob you of it because of the way that they conducted themselves. So I don't want you to feel like that. We need to pack the good things in the suitcase and bring it to the future. And then we start to see that Wheel of Fortune move forward into more interesting things, and more things will open up. When you take the good things and move into the future, you're going to see things that the good things will get planted in the ground. The good things will grow in the garden that you were just in. So that's really it. And this is like a meditative thing, because it is like a residual scar tissue, like a little bit of work trauma that's there. And you need to kind of meditate that out. You need to practice the mantra of, I am a whole person. I am moving forward into my future, and I'm going to, live my best life. That it's really the best way I can say it, is that you are going to live your best life. Take the good things, let the bad stuff just leave in the past. So before, I know we only have 7 people on here. What do you guys think of these 3-card Crowley readings? They're pretty intense. You get a lot of information, right? I mean, I'm still going to do like the extended dance remix for good night, good night. I'm still going to do the extended dance remix with the other cards, but I think I may do like little Thoth tarot specials for you guys, and we'll do the 3 cards. I'm going to be honest, this deck used to exhaust me when I would do readings with it. In fact, I think on my website I even have it noted like I will only do like a 2-hour reading with this deck, because it really would exhaust me to the point where I just like really couldn't function after. And bringing it back out, I actually feel really, really good using it, especially reading that book, the Understanding Aleister Crowley. Oh, I should put that in the chat too. Let me put that in the chat, just in case anybody does want to get it.
What's the best crystal to put in your bag with your tarot?
Oh, I'm not really a crystal expert. Okay. I leave that to Alicia, but I always put the selenite on top.
Okay.
Understanding. There it is. Whoops. Not Alibaba. Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. So we'll get a text link. Sorry, guys. I don't have producers. I'm a one gal show, but I have Janice here. So, and that is a link. That's my Amazon link. Oh, and it actually looks like the book is on sale right now. It's 68 cents off. So that's Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. And what is the guy's last name? I'm sorry. It is
Duquette.
Lon Milo Duquette. He also, if you are not a reader, he has on YouTube, I found he actually reads the whole book because I like to get everything on Audible and read it at the same time. And he reads it online, so on YouTube. So I've been following that, just kind of picking up a few lessons here and there. And just as I go about my business, listening to him, I think it's always really nice to hear the author, how they read their books. I think the intonation, the cadence is much better. So so I'm still running my special. Oh, and the Amazon links, I have to say this, I may get a fee or a commission if you purchase from my Amazon affiliate link. So just keep that in mind if you buy anything off there. And I found out something really cool. I don't know if you know this. If you have an Amazon affiliate link, you get a commission on the entire shopping cart that somebody buys. So if they buy like a dishwasher and then buy a tarot deck, like I'll get commission on everything.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, that was a surprise in one of my deposits. I was like, oh, what? Somebody buy everything in my little Amazon shop. Krista, yes, I would love to do a full reading with you. I'd love to hear what's going on with you. So I am doing a special this month. It is BFF special. So it was in honor of my girlfriend Kay, and you can get a 2-for-1. It's still, the same rate for the reading, but you guys can split it, and we all get together and do it on Zoom. But as always, you can book down below with me, do your own private reading. I am going to have some classes coming up probably in August. I know with everything that was going on with my mother-in-law, my last class, we kind of got a little wiggly at the end. The next course, anyone who took my last class can jump into any of the classes that they want for a refresher for free. And I'll be doing them on a weekly basis. I'm not going to do 2 weeks in between, so we can get the whole class done really quickly, and we can get into the good stuff much faster, because I think a lot of people are looking forward to reversals and the court cards, and I have a really cool class for both of those. So I hope everybody has a great 4th of July, Independence Day, or Insurrectionist Day, as some of the
Independent
people,
Woman Day.
no, the people in England, Insurrection Day.
That's
they're not really happy
true.
about Independence Day.
That is
So, but everybody have a great night. I will see you all soon. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Say bye, Janice.
I forget the camera's open. Bye.
I know. I always look here too. Bye.